broadcasting live from New York City. And this morning, I have the pleasure of introducing the IPOB Melbourne. They are coming on this morning to hold their regular broadcast. Today is Wednesday, this first day of December, last day of the year, 1st December, beautiful day, and we thank God for another day. So right now, I don't want to waste any more of your time. I already taken about almost 20 minutes of the program. Unfortunately, wasn't able to log in on time. Started logging in, I was struggling with the dashboard. It takes a while to come on. But right now we are on. So guys, I hope you guys are ready over there. Melbourne, come on air. Hello, are you there? Hello, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, come in. The program is over to you, sir. Go ahead, introduce yourself and tell us what you have for us.
Okay, thank you, Mazi Peter Saik. Biafrans, good evening from here. My name is Mazi Chukwuria Former. I reside here in Australia, and I have with me here our IPOB Melbourne family here with me this evening. They want to talk to our people back home. And we welcome Biafrans and friends of Biafra. You are welcome to this Wednesday night. For us, it's a night, but for others, it's midday. Before we commence, we'd like to call upon the name of I will speak in the language of ancient if it is. Like our leader always said, Ekekere Nigbe, Anyekenegi, Jagema, Ayetogi, Chukwukabiama. I went to Biafra again. Now, Jagima, no bushing catata, Ubashaman Kiwera, Ingerani. I went to Kenakwagi. Oh, this were not a planet better than Kaiber in Ya. Omogi, Paconatala corner, Bella Bessa, Bessa quality. As a Mewen and Mewomogi. And where's on Jacoya? I went to Yogi, Gibagari. Ezekwana nwa odibo gị bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kpọpụtakwana ya bụ ọnụ ụmụ ya chọrọ ịfụ nna ya nye ya chọkwana ịfụkwana di ya anyị nwa chọkwana ịfụkwana onye ndu anyị ọ ngọnwa dịrị njem a wee na-arịọ gị eze Chukwuka wee aka ọ na-jighị enu gbajisie ya ndị niile gbala nkata wee jide onye isi anyị anyị na-asị eze Chukwuka Biafra mee ihe ọ ya bụ ụwa na onye nụ ya ọ na-agba na ntị ọ na-agba n'aka ma ndị na-aba nkata ịkpọsasị IPOB nke ngwa na onweghị yibere a na-amaghị aka eze Chukwuka Biafra masị ọ bụ gịnị ka ị ga-eme masị ọ bụ gịnị ka ị ga-eme a wee na-arịọ gị ka ha wela eweta ọgbakọ na IPOB anyị na-asị gị eze Chukwuka Biafra kpụpụrụ anyị ya mee ka ha na eze gị bịa n'elu ụwa nke a ka anyị na-ayọ nwee ntụkwasị obi n'ige afọ nsọ Chukwuka Biafra ise Biafrans, I have a few points to say on in this afternoon, evening, about the situation of our people, what is happening back home. It's not something we write home about, but this is part and parcel of freedom fighting. This is the 9th year to this Biafran resurrection. Lesser than a couple of months will be 10 years. We have to continue to persevere. We have to continue to be consistent. We have to continue having that die-hard attitude. Because before IPOB came, we have no ideology. But now IPOB is here. We have one common thing that unites, which is Biafra. And our ideology is Biafra. It doesn't matter what the enemy thinks. Doesn't matter what they plan. The more they continue to hold our leader, they have not yet learned. The more they continue to hold him, the more calamity will be falling on them. He said to them, you will withdraw your army to our land, and your armies will die in our land. And those that are left, by the time they will go back to the north, the bandit already taking over. They will have no place to go. And he said he doesn't know how it's going to happen, but this is the vision that keep on coming to him. Today, that is what is happening. By the time that we leave our land, they will have no home to go to. So Biafrans, we must have to resist. We know the situation is very, very hard. Things are not easy. Because freedom fighting to be free is not a tea party. Freedom is not cheap. All this thing is happening so that when we finally be free, nobody will take it for granted. That is why IPOB is a mass movement, the most peaceful movement of any kind are fighting for their freedom. By the time we got Biafra restored, nobody will abuse it. Nobody will misuse it. So all this thing is a test and preparation so that we can be able to step into that promised land. Without all this preparation, we will not be able to step into that land, and we will not be able to govern or have that sense. Currently, the zoo mentality is still what is the cattle railer mentality is what is governing us. We are yet to think like a human beings. It's nobody's fault. It's those that presiding affairs of that contraption. Now we start behaving like them. So all these things are happening so that we will be very, very serious, and when we have it, we will not take it for granted. We will be so passionate that no human being will ever misuse public fund. But we have to continue pushing forward. The fight is almost over because we have to overwhelm our enemies. The more they come, the more we overwhelm them. I'm not sure who gave them this stupid, I call it a stupid idea. You didn't stop us in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. Now it's 2021, you think you can stop us. It has not yet dawned on you people that the more you kill us, the more we keep on coming. Have you people forgotten 2015, when they were killing us in masses, when we are protesting, they are shooting. You see body, it's on the ground, and people keep on marching. They are not afraid to die. And all this year, the same thing keep on happening. Hasn't it done on you people that these people, you cannot, there is nothing you can do to stop these people from advocating for Biafra? Or do you think that the more you use your money to bribe, everything has a limit? So does the bribery. Like what is going on, those who want to come and bribe IPOB medias and some individuals in the name of they are fighting for Biafra restoration. Little did we know that they are fighting for Idu kingdom, coming to looking for people to confuse and mislead, and people are just anyway. Those that are buying into their stupid idea, those that never ever liked our leader. with the backing of some governors, assistant governors that make money available to them. Biafrans and friends of Biafra, in the coming days, we are going to display a lot of things. We are going to make a special program, table all their plans and what they have done, from bribing members, IPOB members, and bribing those that are talking on the social media, some stop talking, some turn against IPOB, some rejected their money. They even go as far as calling, making phone call, even traveling, meeting people to convince them to stop IPOB. We are going to lay all this thing bare to the public. So just get ready. Once we finish our investigation, we are going to publicize it so that you people will see how devilish some people are. When you talk of devil, you thought that it's a spirit. No, it's a human being. And it's a nurse. They come with a sweet mouth. There is nothing so sweet that will not tell you to convince you. It's only if you are strong in spirit, they will not be able to convince you. But if you are not strong, you are a piece of cake. They will just lick you like ice cream and pocket you in their own pocket and you join them. I will warn everyone, those that are laboring so hard in IPOB, do not let anybody deceive you. Devil is here, looking for people to confuse. We are just there. We are the gate of our promised land. Everything they are doing their final push to look for who to confuse. If you join them, that is your own cup of tea. It meant that you never be part of those people who restore Biafra. You are part of those people that fall on the west side. That the soil and the seed was not planted on the fertile land. It was planted on the rock. And then when the wind comes, the wind blows away and you're gone. You labor so hard. Time for your reward. You join the gossip and then you start all over again. You keep on marking time. 40 years gone, you achieve nothing. 50 years gone, you achieve nothing. All you achieve is, oh, do you hear what they said? Really? Another person come and confuse you. You start all over again. Go back throughout the time, since ever we started running IPOB, those that have left, people confused or convinced, they left. Where are they today? All of them not in regret. The same thing is going to happen today again. It's only a fool who will leave the light and start following the darkness. You leave our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you start following others. What will others do for you? Will others give you Biafra? What can others do for you? Because you have no common brain. You indeed hate our leader. You are one of those people that never loved Biafra. Never loved Biafra to come. Because you collected money. You will die and leave those money. But there is one thing I want to make it clear this evening, this morning, regardless of where you are. All of them that are fighting IPOB, you are fighting Aja and Igbo. The sand of our Biafra land, that's who you are fighting. And you know what it means. Everybody was made from sand and water. Then it means you are fighting your creator and they will just take any given time and you will do nothing about it. And the most important thing is all of you are wasting your time. Our leader is coming out, whether they like it or not. The more they hold him, the more calamity is going to happen upon them. If Biafra do not come, then heaven and earth will pass. Then it means there is no Chukwuka. And I will stop here, and that there is Chukwuka, and I will stop here to give way to others. Mazi, I'm handing over to you. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mazi Ofoma, for that inspiring, uplifting speech. Okugamaka. Without wasting so much time, let's go to Madam Ikechi Njoko. Please, Madam Ikechi Njoko, can you unmute and speak to Biafrans? Thank you.
Thank you, Mother ALOZIE. God bless you. Thank you for this great opportunity to speak in Radio Biafra today. My name is Ikechi, and I'm talking from Australia. Great Biafrans, lovers of freedom, Ipob families all over the world, our gallant men and women of ESN, our great men and women of DOS that have great wisdom, greetings to you all. This evening, I want to encourage every Biafran to remain strong and resolute. Every enemy of Biafra must be vanquished, and we must lift our banner. Stand up, everyone. Stand up for Biafra. Stand up for your freedom and that of your generation to come. I say stand with every strength within you. Where there is a call for duty, do not hesitate to answer. Today, there is a noise of battle. The next will be the victor's song. There will be a crown of victory for those who worked hard, who refuse to be distracted. We must overcome the evil we face today. Our great men of wisdom in the DOS, our legal team are working tirelessly for our great leader, Mazi Kanu, to join this great family of Ipob. Do not be discouraged. That DOS is not engaging in the social media noise does not mean that they are not working. It means they are moving with great wisdom from the Almighty God. It is only an empty vessel that makes the most noise. A meaningful silence is always better than meaningless words. If you are a member of IPOB, keep your third eyes open and be alert. Be sober, be well balanced and disciplined. Be cautious at all times. Our enemies, the enemies of Biafrans, are prowling around like a roaring lion, seeking for someone to devour. They are looking for the faint-hearted. Do not fall victim. Be wise. We are fighting the fight for our lives. We will never give up. We must take our destinies into our own. It's Biafra or nothing. Life is not about being rich, popular, or highly educated. It is about being free and living with dignity. We cannot be slaves, people from the Sahel, in our own fatherland. Never. Our leader will be free. He is ordained for this battle. Our Chukwokaka Biama will always take care of him. I pray that 2021-2022 is the year for our sun to rise and shine again. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless DOS. May God bless our legal team. May God bless our Ipob families all over the world. May God bless all Biafrans. Thank you, everyone, and God bless.
Thank you, Wada Ikechi. Biafrans, you've heard from our sister, Wada Ikechi, and when she mentioned dignity, was the striking word for us. The word is dignity. Biafrans, we must stand up to protect our dignity as humans. We must live with dignity. We must stand firm. And with that, I will be passing the microphone to the next person, Mazi Ekene. Are you ready? If you are ready, please unmute. If not, please signal so that we'll go to the next person. Thank you. Okay. If Mazi Ekene is not coming forth, can we please go to the next on the line, who is Mazi Chidi Chukwemeka? Please unmute and speak to Biafrans. Thank you.
Good evening from here, the great Biafrans. My name is Chidebele Chukwemeka. I'm calling from here in Victoria. I think all the wise word already been spoken by people before me, and it's clear for anybody that sees that the Biafra is already at our doorstep. And I know it's not easy. And I know a lot of our people like to listen to people, listen to Facebook gossip a lot. I'm just advising those people that are listening, before you give your ear to somebody that have no authority whatsoever, somebody that cannot control a fly, but is making noise, jumping up and down, think twice. We only have one source. Nnamdi Kanu is in the prison, but then Nnamdi Kanu is with us in the name of DOS. And that's all you need to listen to. Whatever direction or decision they make is a sound one. It's a sound decision. But you also have to understand, it's not everybody is a freedom fighter, which I understand. But we also have to really, really be careful where we get our information from, because information is power. A former used to say many years ago that if you get your information from Facebook, Facebook cannot give you information. Only Radio Biafra can give you a sound information. Only Radio Biafra you can hear something and it take it for face value. So anything out of Radio Biafra is people that want you to share online. Those people are hungry. They want more people. They think this is about popularity contest or wearing Isiagu uniform and dress up marvelously, but yet you are empty. You are an empty vessel. This is a struggle for freedom, as our sisters say, dignity, living this life the way you wanted to live your life. And the only thing that can give you that is Biafra. As you can see this week in Lagos, you see how, although we know all this is done to be able to stir hatred for their political ambitions, destroying the properties owned by Igbos. But yet, people are not seeing it. I believe if we don't get this Biafra, forget everything you think you have all around Nigeria, because you're going to lose it. Forget every effort you think you have made, and you are comfortable today dancing and showing how blessed you are on Facebook. You will lose it. A time will come, there will be a racial uprising. It happened in the best of the nation. It happened even in the Western world that has been civilized for thousands of years. Talk less of third world country like Nigeria. I'm just saying, think twice. Think twice. The only thing that can give you rest of mind is Biafra. Because if you have a property in Biafra land, be rest assured when Biafra comes, regardless of what Biafra state it is in, you will not lose it. And that's the reason why you should, subscribe to us getting this Biafra in every small way you can. Because those people that think they are holding us back because they have face me and face you in the north or Lagos or wherever, at the end of the day, you will lose all this. As one day, we will also lose our life. So let's just be honest to ourselves. Let's just make a better tomorrow for our children to come. Thank you, and God bless Biafra.
God bless Biafran. That was striking, Mazi Chidi. Biafrans, most of us must have heard, many are called, few are chosen. And with that, I will say, who will you rather follow? The chosen one or the people who choose themselves? Don't forget, anybody can come up and say, oh, I was called, I was chosen, and also have the properties that resemble the original. But it takes discernment for us to ask ourselves question, is this person really the chosen one? Does this person have the authority, the divine authority to do what is needed for my dignity? With that, I would like to hand over the mic to one of us again. I think that's Mazi Achonye. Please unmute if you are ready, Mazi Achonye, and speak to Biafrans. Thank you. Okay, in the absence of Mazi Ike, can we get to Mazi Ekene? Mazi Ekene, please unmute and speak to Biafrans. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Wada Oluchi. Great Biafrans worldwide, I come to you tonight from Melbourne just share my thoughts with you. We are, first of all, I just want to remind us that we are all in this together. It is our journey to freedom. It is our common collective experience. And therefore, it is good that we carry everyone along, carry each other along, that we support each other. But it's also good that we keep each other on check, just to make sure that we are walking the path of true freedom, a path of self-determination we're fighting for. We're working together, and we are following the principles that guide this struggle. I just want to remind us, and I believe some of us have seen what is playing out today. Some of us were there in 2015 and even years back. We've seen all these dramas that are playing out. And from time to time in organization of this magnitude, there will always be some people that are trying to take advantage of the situation, of the vulnerability of our people, and just to cash out on the people's vulnerability and use that to enrich their pocket. And they will present themselves like Messiah. They will tell you they've got the absolute truth. They have your interest in their hearts, and they may speak the language that is very, very familiar to you. That does not mean that they are speaking the truth. That does not mean that they are championing your interest. That does not mean that you are in the same, heading towards the same goal. What we've seen these days, I believe, the people that we are so much taken away by all this pretenses and all this manipulation by a camp that thought it was that easy to just come into IPOB and steal the show and hijack IPOB. But there we are babies, they're still learning. We've been here for 10 years now and going. And it's not that easy. It's not that easy. But some of us that just got carried away by attempt, it does show that some of us are not strongly rooted in the ideology of this movement, IPOB, because they were very quick to speak to you in a language that is quite familiar, and you think that these people got your interest in mind, and these people we are championing the cause of Biafra, but no, they are championing the cause of enriching their pockets. They were trying to cash out on familiarity, popularity, wealth, and of course power. Three things: popularity, wealth, and power. So they get on this show, they get on social media, and they start issuing commands. They start telling you what to do. They first of all try to destroy the authority of this movement, to replace that with themselves. They failed. Then they start forming themselves, making themselves, positioning themselves what you could call alternative. But yet again, they failed. And they've gone into opposition. And they will eventually get defeated. And they will fail and they will vanish. What I want to tell us today, or kind of let us kind of reflect on, is the parable of the allegory of where the Bible says you enter by the narrow gate. Some prefer to go by the wide gate, the narrow gate, because the wide one is quite. There's a lot of space. It's cozy. It's easy to maneuver. And in less stress, it's comfortable. But the narrow one is difficult. It's stress-filled. It's not easy one to navigate. But the narrow one is our freedom. The journey of freedom is not straightforward. It is crooked. It is hard to navigate. It is not comfortable. Don't fight. And so these deceivers came. They said to you, do not walk by the narrow gate no more. Rather, follow us through the wide, spacious gate. And then some of you, we are reluctantly buying into that deception, because there's no way in the whole world, there's no place, no people has ever fought for their freedom through the wider gate. It's always the narrow gate. It's always the difficult path. It's always a path of unknown. So when they say to you, oh, look at US, they are not doing it correctly, they are lying to you. They said this yesterday and they've said that this one. They said that yesterday, they've said this again today. They are not straightforward. They're not consistent, compromised. You should teach them, because they do not know what they're doing. Or at least you should demonstrate today that you actually understand how this whole thing works. That the idea of entering by the narrow gate instead of the wider gate is the idea of fighting for freedom. It is not easy. It is not straightforward. We can make a U-turn anytime. We will always adjust our position to be best, to what is consistent with our principles, with our goal. And so if we need to make a U-turn, we do that. The IPOB, remember, our leader always tells us that we are IPOB. No one writes agenda for us. We write our own agenda, and we keep the enemy. We keep them on suspension. They keep wondering where we're heading to. So tonight, I want to remind us who we are, IPOB. Remain steadfast where you are, IPOB. Because once again, we've won. This internal battle, we've once again won. Those of you who we are shaking on the foundation, it is time to come back, return to your full sense, return to the IPOB wisdom, return to the policy and the principles that guide this struggle, and remain firm remain firm within the leadership, within the principle of this struggle, under one command, not two, not three, not multiple, one command, under one command, and one voice. That's who we are, IPOB. I leave you with that tonight, and I encourage you to continue to do whatever you're doing that is good. Do not be so quick to listen to people who are speaking things that are sweet. Because our people say, if you're not taught on ebu, no. When the temptation comes, you never get tempted in something you don't like, something that doesn't appeal to your senses. It's always something that appeals to your senses the most. That's what you get tempted for. That's where you get addicted to. You know? Then you look at the whole history, it's always like that. People will buy your soul. They will first of all find out what you love most, what interests you the most, and that's what they're gonna use to win your soul. So you become sold out. So Biafrans, remain steadfast on the principle of this struggle, and let us continue to support the OS. Let us continue to pray for our director to be out. Let us continue to support our legal team, support the ESN, and to defend this family, this noble family of IPOB worldwide. Defend it jealously. Jealously, I say. Because without IPOB, our people would have all perished. IPOB is the only hope to restore us as a people, restore our dignity, restore our freedom. So we must guide IPOB jealously. And we must remain steadfast in the principles of this struggle. Thank you and good night.
Wow, that was Mazi Ekene. Mazi Ekene Dalu. Thank you so much. Mazi Ekene said something that, if I were to interpret it in English, I would say, all that glitters are not gold. And Biafrans, there's this little story where they say, Mwe bunako, ajulu mwe bunako. Bonone ke hege emege omale ho. Sino onye ni ana okunkemeli eme. Ujile amulako. So I'm asking Biafrans today, are we going to allow ourselves to be the example, or do we want to learn from what happened to others? It's something to reflect on. And with that, I would like to yield the mic to the next person, and that will be Mazi Uche Chukwukasimma. Please unmute the mic and speak to Biafrans if you are ready. Thank you. Okay, looks like Mazi Uche Chukwukasimma is not available at the moment. Can we have Mazi I. Peters speak to us? Please unmute. You're already unmuted. Please speak to Biafrans. Thank you.
Hello, Biafra. Thank you.
But
yeah, Uche.
Sorry, it appears Mazi Uche is back. Can we please yield the mic to him, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
Mazi Uche, please unmute.
No, honestly, you muted Peter side. Peter side, you have been muted, so nobody can hear you on the radio. So can you unmute yourself back, Peters?
I think Uche was available, that's why.
Yeah, Peter's Ike is being muted. Peter's Ike, can you unmute?
No,
okay,
you
Mazi,
all right.
we have.
What I need Uche to continue.
Oluchi, you keep on muting at Peter's Ike. He's get muted again, so he's not hearing us. Now, if it's muted, that's the radio. The radio goes from there, so it's muted. Now nobody hears anything.
Okay, sorry.
So Peter's Ike, you're mute. Can you unmute, please?
Let's see if I can. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. What I wanted to say is let Uche continue. When you guys are done, when you're finished, that's when I will come in. I don't want to interrupt what I do.
All right.
Yes. So the next.
Thank you, Mazi Peter. Thank you very much. Thank you, Biafrans, for giving me this opportunity to talk to you on the hallowed platform, Radio Biafra. Like our leader says, this is where we worship, and we only worship Chukwukika Biama, the Elohim. I've got just a few things to say tonight because we just came out of the prayers we did last night, and every Biafran is happy about the prayer we had, because we cannot play with the spiritual aspect of this struggle. The destiny of our people.
Uche, please wait. Peter's Ike is on mute.
Yes.
So what it means is what you're saying is not going anywhere.
It is. No, it's coming in.
I think it's just unmuting by itself. I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe some systematic issues.
Yeah, Peter's Ike, you're on mute.
Yes, but he's coming out on radio. He's on live broadcast. It doesn't matter. My muting.
Okay, because
my muting doesn't have anything to do with them talking. It goes. What it stops is my coming in. But so,
okay.
If I mute myself, it's okay. Keep talking. You'll be out on air.
Okay, go ahead.
So we are happy about the prayers, and we know things are happening in the spiritual. That is how you know a leader that understands the people. We study the terrain of our people and the issues that are militating against our people, and we know how to tackle it. The prayer that our HOD Mazi instituted that has been going on for a long time after the prayers of the 150 days. All those prayers are doing something, and we can tell you, we can feel the vibrations happening around, and that's our freedom. Because we are the people of the book, I would love to read from the book of Judges, chapter 7 for us. Verse 7, verse 2, and the Lord said to Gideon, the people who are with you are too many for me to hand Midian over to them. Otherwise, Israel would believe and become boastful, saying, my own power have saved me. Now therefore come, proclaim in the hearing of the people, saying, whoever is afraid and worried is to return and leave Mount Gilead. So 2000. So 2000, and the Lord said to Gideon, the people are too many, bring them down to the waters, and I will test them for you there. So it shall be that of whom I say to you, this one shall go with you, he shall go with you. But whoever of whom I say to you, this one shall not go with you, he shall not go. And if we read down this place, of all the people that went there, only 300 people. There were 3,000 in the beginning, but At the end, it was only 300 people that were chosen to go to war. And then God gave the template to Gideon, and they went out and won the battle with only 300 men. I'm just bringing us to know that what's happening right now in our people is deceiving. If you are not selected to be amongst the 100 men that our leader said, you will be sieved out. You will be sieved out. This is a spiritual process that is happening now. Our people say, whom the gods want to kill, they first of all make mad. Now you will see madness all over the places. This is the selection process. So I'm bringing this to every Biafran that is listening to me tonight. Get ready, prepare yourself, for you will be either selected or deselected. You will be qualified or unqualified for what is to come. But at the end of the day, Biafra will come. And you will enjoy, just like the people of Israel enjoyed. Not everyone went to the battle. Only 300 went to that battle, and they all came back alive. So this is the process happening now. God, Chukwukika Biama, is selecting the few that are qualified. I don't want to tell you the need for qualification. Our leader has said this before. He said, if you want Biafra, this is what you would do. Do that which is right. Remove your hand from every evil, and then you will receive Biafra. So now I'm telling our people, get ready for the spiritual battle that is happening, because God, Chukwukika Biama, whom we believe in, is taking us to another level of the struggle, and this is the final phase. Once God's done with selecting the very few that are qualified for this service, He's gonna bring us down and give us Biafra, and that will happen in no distance of time. Relating to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you need to keep praying for him. We need to keep praying for him, because on his lies the head that wears the crown. He's been called for this. He is called for this. But also we need to pray for the equipment to carry this through. We'll see all the strategy of the enemy, of the zoo media, of the zoo government. They are saying things in the media, doing all the propaganda that they can. But we need to be resolute, and we need to pray and ask God to give our leader the strength, to give him the courage. The lion in him shall never go down. This shall be our prayer. And also every hand that is not qualified to lead or to be in Biafra struggle. I'm not talking about the people that don't matter. I'm not talking about the people that make noise on social media. I'm not talking about people who want to be but can never be members of IPOB, because they are not qualified. They are not clean enough to take the oaths that we have taken. They are not resolute enough to continue in this struggle. They don't have the knowledge and the wherewithal to deal with the everyday strategizing that happens in this struggle. They are not strong enough to handle the gullibility that pervades our environment, but they want to show themselves as qualified. God has already sieved them out by revealing unto us who they really are. So, Biafrans, tonight or today, I want to charge you to remain strong, remain resolute, and pursue that which you have started. Do not put your hands back, rather continue with what you have started. And God, Chukwokikadiama, will bring us to Biafra, our home, the only home that we have. We say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi Uche Chukwu Kasima. That was a very stunning one, if I have to put it in their visual terms. Biafrans, I'll ask again. Asimwe Bunago, Buloneki Hegemegi, Malehe, Sinonanya, Kemalondozo, Uchilia Molehe. And I also remember when we were small, we used to sing in the National Assembly, our assembly. They said, there's this song, they said, anyone who puts their hand on a plow and looks behind is not worthy of me. Do you want to be that one? It might not just be not being worthy. It can also be you can turn to a salt. We know the story of that salt, Biafrans. I will ask us to be focused. Biafrans, be focused as the word. Continue to pray for the spirit of discernment. And that I must also encourage us not to feel helpless, because God will be heavily disappointed with us if we keep doing this learned helplessness kind of character, whereby we think we don't have enough equipment, we are not worthy, or there's some help coming from somewhere. There's these other people that got created with two heads who use their extra head to come and do magic for us. No, it's within us. God has equipped us, and the only thing we can do to make him proud is by using our brain, which is one of the resources he has equipped us with, to do the very basic we can do to stand as people who have dignity. And while standing, God will appreciate that he has raised children. Just like if you give birth to a child and you groom that child to be able to stand the pressure in the world, and they go out there and represent themselves well, and also, in extension, represent you well. You will be proud, but you will be disappointed if every day your child has to call you, Mommy, please, how do I put Maggie in this ofe? You can get 18 crayfish. Mommy, you'll be really disappointed. If we put ourselves in God's position, whereby we see ourselves as being equipped, then we'll stop doing behaving in a helpless manner, which some of us present ourselves like most times. Biafrans, I keep on saying we must stand firm. The help is within us. We have to do our basic, the first aid, before, if there's even any help to come, then it will come. But until we take that responsibility that is within us, whatever we need is within us, then we'll keep on thinking that there is some help coming somewhere, and it will keep on making us to feel gullible, and not just feel, we'll become gullible, because instead of preparing yourself, you keep feeding your brain and putting out to the universe that someone is coming to help you, and the little you can do yourself, you won't do it. And what happens? Then when the flood comes, it will sweep you over. Do you want that? No. We want it to be firm. They said warriors fight like Biafrans, not the other way. Not Biafrans fight like warriors. Warriors fight like Biafrans. So we must get down to the road. We must get down to business. We must mean it. Stand firm. Discern and think what is the basic we can do and what next. Have plan A to B to Z, not just plan A and then you're just Isaka, nature. And when you're and when you got the Abatalmo saying, no, it's going to incapacitate you. Just like some people who take key points, you really have an exam hall. When you get into exam hall, they take it from you because you've not prepared. You won't have anything to write on your paper. But if you are prepared, mumbo or no mumbo, Salma Segekajinume, tie your wrapper very well, Biafrans, and stand firm to fight that which is trying to fight your community. And with that, let's see whether there's any other of our brethren who would like to add one or two things to what we've said so far. Mazi Akene, will you like to say one more thing before we hand over to Mazi Peters? Please, if you will like to do so, please unmute. Thank you.
Thank you, Wadolu Chiku. I just want to thank Biafrans again. But I want to thank all Biafrans who have remained faithful, because not everyone we are stupid to follow them. Not everyone will stupid to listen to gossip. A lot of Biafrans, and we must always acknowledge this, because so many Biafrans are very focused on the ball. We are focused on the game, and that game is the struggle. Only the game we have between us and Nigeria, and the British, and every other person that has hand or country or people that have that contributes to persistent enslavement of our people in Nigeria. That's the kind of game we play. The type of game of some people in the US and some people, someone in their bedroom with social media access and just spitting division and kind of, or I say, stupidity every day. Displaying their ignorance and lack of ability to critical thinking. Not that kind of thing. We don't have nothing to do with these people. If they come to us, they fail. They will fail, just like those who have in the past. I want to thank all Biafrans who have been consistently standing on the principle of the struggle. I keep saying principles of the struggle, yes. Because this struggle, is not do whatever we want. No, we do not do whatever we want in this struggle. But there are principles that constitute the foundation of our ideology and of our operations as a movement that are championing the cause of self-determination for the persecuted indigenous people of Biafra. We are operating within a principle laid out right from the beginning by our leader, Mazi Nnamdi. He's not out here with us, but isn't that way to know who are the true friends, who are the true disciples? Everyone can call themselves disciple, but discipleship without discipline is stupidity. I repeat, a disciple that lacks discipline is stupid, because a true disciple follows consistently the principles, the commands of their master, you want to put it that way, or their teacher. No? If you love me, you keep my commandments. That's what you read in the scriptures, isn't it? So I want to thank all Biafrans who have been keeping the commandments of IPOB, who have been following the principles. Because at the end of the day, your consistency in the principles proven your true friendship and has proven that you truly love our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I want to say kudos, and we must continue till our leader is out. Let's continue. Thank you, everyone. And once again, good night. Father, back to you.
Thank you, Biafrans and friends of Biafrans, for listening to us tonight. I remain Wada Oluchukwu. I must say, focus, 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 and always love yourself and keep your dignity intact. And with that, I'll be yielding the mic to Mazi I. Peters. Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you very much for your coming on this program today. Officially, I've learned so much. I've learned so much from you guys, and I'm very, very happy that you found time to be here. We hope to continue doing this every Wednesday to bring you guys in and get you to give us what thoughts of wisdom. It's not easy. You know, like what I picked up this morning from one of the callers, it says, this is an era of madness. Honestly, it is. The way things are going, it is an era of madness. A lot of people are getting crazy, but they think they are normal. They're not. Believe me sincerely. Yesterday, I got a clip from somebody, and I was listening to it, and I said to myself, I just shook my head. I said, well, I said, na street ka na asro na ona ayala o si no egwu ya na ano that you guys will dance more. Our leader have told us all these things before, and the question you need to ask yourself every day is this: am I one of the 100 men? Am I one? Because you can't be one. If you are going to be one, between me sincerely, you'll be normal. 100, you know what that means? 100 is like what number of percentage, if you want to work on a percentage of Biafrans, you discover that it's so insignificant. That is to tell you that it is easier for a camel to walk through the eye of the needle. That's exactly what our leader is saying. 100 people. Who knows who they are? They will always be there. All these things that are happening today is part of the process. I don't feel one bit care. I don't give a freaking hoot about nothing that is happening. They can do whatever they're going to do, but you know something? Our leader told us. They will kill us, we will die, we will kill them, but in the end, Biafra will come. And by the time they go back to their homes, the people that are killing us, they will not have a home because Boko Haram have taken over their home. I don't know why we're struggling. I don't know why we are killing ourselves over nothing. Because the reason is very understandable. The reason why you're doing what you're doing is that it is very, very obvious that you are not one of the 100. You are not. If you are, believe me sincerely, you will not be, you will not let anything distract you. You keep your eye on the ball steadily and make sure that you understand what is going on. You keep your eye there and stay there, regardless of what anybody does. They can try to create whatever they want. They think that is the best thing that they can do. It's okay. Like I said, the madness this is the era of it. It's the beginning of the end of our struggle. The struggle is basically, for some of us, it's over now. The struggle has ended. You find the best now, that is when you are fighting, when you see two people fighting and killing themselves and doing all kinds of things, as soon as they start pouring themselves sand, what they are doing now is not unexpected. Unless you are not somebody who has been paying attention to Radio Biafra, you are somebody who dabbles around and jumping around and listening to all kinds of things, then when it hurts you, you tend to forget where you got the information from. You start blaming it on Radio Biafra. No. We know what we are doing. We are very consistent. If you want to get the truth, Radio Biafra is your source. I'm not saying, I'm not advertising for you to listen to Radio Biafra. No, I'm only telling you that if you want to know the truth, come down to Radio Biafra and listen to what we are saying. You can go out there and get people who are forcing themselves to make you believe them. Because what you see where they are struggling with all kinds of power in their body to make you think that what they are saying make any sense. The truth is this. I have promised you guys, anybody who inbox me, anything that is negative in what we are doing, you are out. I have too many followers on Facebook, and I want to eliminate them as little as possible. Even if I have only 10 people left that are telling me something that makes sense, then I'll continue with those 10. But if those of you who think that you can just come in, because there are people who are not even one of my contacts, they send me inboxes because they have my name, they go in there and the messenger is asking me, do you want to block this person? Of course I want to. I'll just block you and that's it. That doesn't make you my enemy or anything, but I just feel that you are not contributing anywhere. You are not helping me in any way to make my life better. You are just somebody who has nothing to say, and you are just jumping around. The people are telling you what to do, and then you are going in there and you're listening to them. And when you listen to them, you get your information the way you want it, and then you come back to me to see if there is anything I can do about it. There's absolutely nothing. The choice to listen to whoever you want to is yours. So when you go there and listening, don't come to me and want me to believe that what you are saying or you heard it from a source. No. My source is Radio Biafra. Officially, anything you don't hear in Radio Biafra should not be taken very, very seriously. We will not have enough time to make calls, but at least I'm going to take some calls. For those of you who are listening to the people in Melbourne, that just called Melbourne, Australia, they just left. So there are many things that they say that I think we need to discuss this morning. So anytime you're ready, give me a call. This is
Hallelujah.
Oh yeah, song of freedom, song of Biafra, song. The freedom is here already. I know that. I feel that. Honestly, the prayers are working, and we are praying diligently. Don't get distracted by anybody. They keep, they're working harder to make sure that they push their whatever agenda they have forward. But unfortunately for them, it's not going to work. Our leader will be out. There's no doubt about it. I have no doubt in my mind, one single bit. He is there. He's under the protection of the Holy Shekinah, and is surrounded by the light of the Creator. There's nothing anybody can do to him. Trust me. You think that it's not going to come out, you're fooling yourself. You're making a fool of yourself. We are here to keep talking. The only advice I give you is keep your eye on the ball. Like the young lady who just sang now said, this freedom is here. It's here already. We are the lion. We are nothing can destroy us. The Pharaoh let my people go. The lyrics of that song are very good for me. I think maybe I'll sit down and listen to it, because every day I tend to pick up what she's saying. And it strikes me as something that we need. We need prayers. We need to keep praying. There's nothing anybody can do to stop what we are doing. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Like I said before, our Melbourne Biafrans just came off the air a few minutes ago, and we are here to have our interaction. If you have anything to say, anything you want to talk about, please call here. The number is 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. By the way, I got a report from my family at NWACHINEKE that I called in on Monday. And one of my cousins said they are home. They didn't go out because of sit at home. And I was trying to lay emphasis that sit at home has officially been cancelled. And he goes, no. The person that was announcing it, somebody that was announcing it, that it had been cancelled, they went to kill the person or something of that sort. So I don't know what that means. And the person requested me to, if I'm sure of what I'm saying, I say, well, I am sure because I'm on radio. And I know that this advert was made. They sang about it. They spoke about it, that it had been cancelled. There is nothing. However, if you guys choose to stay at home, it is your choice. But IPOB Biafra has officially discontinued the Monday sit at home. For now, temporarily, suspended, not discontinued. Wrong language. It is suspended. When you suspend something, it means oka donenu. It could come down anytime. It could go up, but it's suspended up there in the air. So what we are trying to say in the nutshell is that Monday sit at home had been temporarily suspended. So, but if you guys feel comfortable by not going out, it's your choice. It is not official. Nobody should be killed for that. Nobody should say it must be done. No. When IPOB says something, we are here under command and control. Whatever we say or whatever our leaders tell us, that's what we are going to do. So we have no reason to disobey the order of our leaders unless you want, I wouldn't even say anarchy, unless you just want to be funny. Because that's what most of them are doing. I'm hearing all kinds of names that are coming. But you know something? It doesn't bother me. Because even in that, it's expected. If you don't expect something and it happens, then it'll be a surprise for you. But if something is expected and it happens, then it's normal. It's very perfectly normal. If you came into IPOB with a vision in your heart, and you know why you come in here, there is nothing that is happening in IPOB today that will surprise you. I am telling you the truth. I have no enemy when it comes to what we are doing. My friend, my biggest friend is the truth. If you stand on the path of the truth, you are my friend. Even if you stand on the path of lie, you are still my friend. What I'm trying to say is, water seeks its own level. We all came into the world the same time, made of the same flesh and blood, sand and water mixed, and that created us. So what is in you is in me, but you know something, everything will left. Maybe when they were doing, like a crab. Somebody told me a story of a crab. It was very funny. He said God had created everything, and eventually crab came in late and said to God, okay, now you've created, what about me? And God just said, poo, just put his eyes on his leg. He had no head. So I don't know what that story means, but what I'm trying to say is that we are all created equal, yes, but then some are more equal spiritually. Physically, we all look alike, yes, but there's something within us that is not the same. Some are older, some are more advanced, some are closer. They have levels of manifestation. They have the levels at which they have gone. We are the same physically, body and soul. Yes, what you have is what I have. There's no matter the difference physically, what we can see. But what we cannot see, that thing called the spirit that is in there, we can't see it. It does not die. It lives forever. What dies is your body. It's like taking off an old jacket and you hang it there and people are crying over it. Why are you crying? The jacket, the thing wearing the jacket is not there. It doesn't die. It's something that we don't see. It's something that comes in at birth and goes out on the last day. All right, I have a call. Let me take a call before I keep talking like a pastor. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on straight line.
Shalom, Mazi Peters.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you, sir. It's a Chinemerem calling from my location.
There we
thank you, sir, for all your service to Biafrans. And thank you, our great veteran. Yes, sir. I just want to talk chip in some things for us to understand, like what happened in Nigeria court, prescribing bandits and tagging them terrorists. As even Sheikh Gumi told Nigeria that Nigeria Fulani government that if they dare tag bandits, terrorists, that in Nigeria will be no more. So, but so my people are just still being confused about that name, bandits. And I would like to tell us that what a person naming dog is what he will answer. So Fulani men are the bandits they are referring to, because they are the one killing and causing all atrocities, kidnapping. Even they started calling them Fulani men terrorists for what they are causing, killings they are causing in a Benue state. But federal government came out and Fulani federal government came out and said they are not Fulani, they are bandits. So the same thing to Boko Haram. Boko Haram is forbidding of Western education. So that is the name given to the terrorist group. So bandits are the name given to the Fulani men terrorist group. So let us not be confused about that. They are the one being tagged as terrorists now in Nigeria court. So Fulani men, they are the terrorists. They are the bandits because they are the one Sheikh Gumi visits, and you call them that they are bandits. Who are those bandits? You always visit with, who are those bandits Nigeria government always visit with the security agents, give them money, billions of naira. Who are those bandits? They are the Fulani herdsmen. We always see them. All the weapons they acquire, Nigeria governments are supplying them a video, a social media video. So please let us understand that the bandits are the Fulani herdsmen. They are the Fulani herdsmen. Is the name given to them, are the terrorists. Shalom.
Shalom. Thank you very much. All right. Like I said, Ipoya Paulina, Ipoya Maria, or Ipoya Rebecca, more Ugochukwu. I mean, more Chine. Yeah, whatever you call, is a woman. So Ipoya bandit, Ipoya, I don't know. They just baptismal name, but it doesn't matter. These people, what Sheikh Gumi himself is afraid of is the fact that he is one of them. And the moment they call them terrorists, then he becomes a terrorist himself. He was not talking about them. It was not that he really cared that Nigeria will end, threatening, as if Nigeria is still alive. Nigeria has ended a long time ago, my brother. So first, stop fooling yourself. Don't say that if this happens, Nigeria is going to end. It's just like saying if something happens, Buhari is going to die. Buhari died long time ago. No matter, you can fool everybody, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. That's the truth. There are people who know the truth and they live by it. Come rain, come sun. If you think our leader is not telling the truth, the onus is on your hand. He has already made it very public. Biafra is there. That Buhari died and he was buried in Saudi Arabia. If you want to disprove him, it's a free world. Go ahead. But don't forget that he said the man can hold, media chats with 20 youths and speak Fulfude to them and be ready to answer questions on Fulfude. Nobody's talking about that. They're looking at it as if now we don't know anything. They call him Buhari pedophile. Which one is more serious? That the man died and they buried him. He made it very public. He's not hiding it. If I take his struggle as a bet, if you can do this, I'll give up and I'll subject myself to any type of whatever charge. So you can believe what you want. But you know something? There are few, very, very few, that in their spirit, in their soul, in their heart, that the invisible thing that nobody sees, they already know that the man is dead. His body is buried somewhere in Saudi Arabia. Maybe his spirit is somewhere else, maybe in hell or something like that, I don't know. But for physically, the man is dead, and that's the way it is. Shegumi is making all this noise because he's afraid. The fact that if they call the bandits, because he keeps saying I'm visiting the bandits, which means he's their friend. But when they call them terrorists, like the court have done, now he becomes a terrorist himself. And let's see what's going to happen to him. Caller, good morning. Caller on WhatsApp, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, my big brother. I you, and then I appreciate Biafrans worldwide. And then I bless our leader today. May our ancestors guide and protect him.
You say?
Okay. The same thing goes to our HOD. I thank God for you people for what you have done, for driving away the evil spirit that came to fight you people. More especially Achina Sanwo-Olu. If you're hearing me, I love you so much, my brother. You've proven that you are a man, because we know what you did to drive all these criminals. You've been saying it, fighting it. People were calling you all manner of names, but we have seen where they are coming from. And Mazi Chike, we appreciate you as well. Mazi, it's your brother Ogotu calling you from UK. Mazi, there's something I need to say. I don't know if I'm coming out clear, Mazi.
Loud and clear, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, Mazi. Who is bandit? Bandit are Fulani herdsmen. Who is Fulani herdsmen? The second terrorist in the whole world, designated by the whole world. And then who is the Fulani herdsmen? Mieti Allah. Who is bandit? Mieti Allah. So Mieti Allah is a terrorist. That's who they are.
Yeah.
And Obiano should take notes. Obiano said that Mieti Allah is in their government. It's Mieti Allah that is ruling Nigeria. Let everybody knows that. Not Buhari. Buhari have died. We know that. They can't deceive us. So Obiano is part of them as well. Obiano is a terrorist as well. We have to make it clear to him, because now they have been, playing this game all along with the gullible Nigerians. But they think we are like them. IPOB are not like these useless people. We are people that are educated, that reason very well. Those who has been listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu voice all along knows the proper hardcore IPOB knows when to move and when to stop. And I use this opportunity to thank my brother Mazi and your group. I appreciate you guys so much for coming up and educate our people so much. We love you all. Keep doing what you are doing. Freedom is sure. We are going to go home. It doesn't matter what anybody says. We are not going to listen to any crap on social media. I myself, I don't have that time. The people that we thought they are human beings, you can see them falling apart. That is why our leader say 100 men. And 100 men know themselves. So I thank you, Mazi, for coming out this morning, for bringing our brothers, Mazi and his crew, to be educating our people more and more. Biafrans, I salute you. Anything you didn't hear in Radio Biafra is crap. Anything you hear in social media, Facebook, don't bring it to Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra is where everybody learn, and then we tell the whole world what is happening in the zoo. Mazi, I appreciate you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. All right, thank you very much for your call. I have another one coming in on the principal officer's line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Ajuluchukwu Ejike, Dr. Ike Peter. I'm calling from Malaysia.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah. Good day. I greet all our presenters and our leader and the DOS and the head of directorates, all of them, all the genuine Biafrans, all the genuine freedom fighters. May God protect them. All our HOD, Chike Doziem, has woken up the spirit in our. We are watching, and still we have never stopped the prayer from the day our leader declared that prayer. Today, we are still praying. Yes. We will pray tirelessly. We will not stop. The end. In any way we have the strength to fight. If you are fighting on media, come out and do. If you are doing your own spiritual, do your own. You are doing your own with money, do your own. You are doing your own by attending the meeting. Do your own by speaking, because anybody that speak against our HOD has speak against the entire IPOB. All Biafrans have speak against us. So we will not sit back and watch whoever. Whatever you like be. So far he's of the affair. He senior every person. So far he is the ahead of the affair. He senior every person. When David were anointed, I don't David is up to 20 years. But the authority and the staff of office were given to him. And every person bowed down unto him. That is the way it is. Once the man to him, anything you do against it, you are in rebellion. And the spirit of rebellion is witchcraft. It's witchcraft. You know you are a witch. So whenever you went to your church praying that God should kill every witchcraft, and you have the rebellious spirit, you are praying against yourself. Go and ask yourself before you pray that prayer. And I want to let people to know that the Sohom Daura is dead. Sohom Daura is dead. Let every person know Sohom Daura is dead. He died on 17th on January. He was buried 2017. So let them stop deceiving us. For Malami to come out and say he didn't know that extraordinary religion is a crime. We are school, the law school that he went to. We are questioning that law school. Who gave you that certificate? Every day Fulani will come out and say, my God, might eat certificate. Is it eat their certificate? It's an Igbo man. All the whole Igbo people will be on radio. It's only us with challenge. Bandit is Mieti Allah. They are the people killing the whole Nigerian. They are the people killing the whole Nigerian. They are Mieti Allah. And anybody supporting the Mieti Allah is a terrorist. Nobody is in that Aso Rock. Everybody in that Aso Rock are terrorists. So let them have it in mind. Gumi is a terrorist. God bless you, sir. I stop here so far.
Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. This is Radio Biafra. I'll take a very short break and I'll be right back to end this program.
Indigenous people of Biafra is DEC, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. One cannot be two. Sunlight production. Show face on the microphone. Shalom Israel. Shalom HAUSA-SERVICE.
I am not a Nigerian. I renounced everything to do with Nigeria on or around December of 2015. I am a Biafran and I hold British citizenship. only upon a clear pronouncement of the intentions of that very court, which I suggest to them should be free of any interference from the executive, will this very case move forward. The circumstances surrounding the invasion of my house, the invasion of the home of His Royal Majesty, is Israel Okukan. You must know that my father's name is Israel, and it means a lot. Going forward, there must be guarantees by the international community so that this case can proceed, and I will prove once and for all that there is something fundamentally wrong with the brain of those that run Nigeria, because I will demolish them in a court of law. For now, let me restate my position that I committed no offenses known to law. What they are charging me with doesn't exist, and they know it. I have no weapon. My only weapon is a microphone and my courage that Chukwu Kabiama gave me. But it's up to those who persecute me to see reason to call their troops home. Let me state also categorically that IPOB worldwide is committed to the liberation of the land of Biafra from the shackles of tyranny.
Straight line.
And we will not relent.
Good morning from here. All right, the caller on straight line is hung up. Let's take this one on. This one also cut off. All right, let's see if we'll be the lucky person that will just call in at this time. This is Radio Biafra. We are almost coming to the end of today's program. Mazi ALOZIE is going to be next. That's USA 1. It's coming in. And tomorrow is another day we'll all be together, be able to conclude our issues and talk about our freedom. But I want you to keep in mind the question that I asked you. The question is very simple. Are you one of the 100? Or you're falling apart? Because this is the era of madness. I picked that one up from Melbourne this morning. The era of madness, actually, that's exactly what it is, because a lot of people think that they are normal when they are not actually normal. They're crazy. You know what I'm saying? But however, whatever happens, let me see. I have a call. Let me take this one as a last call today. Unfortunately, that line also cut off. Wow, there's something going on here. Nobody wants to be the last. All right, this call, let me take this one. Call out straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name.
Hello. Yes.
Yes, you are the one, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, my name is Nnamdi.
Are you using a headphone? There's too much noise coming from there.
Okay. My name is Nnamdi. Again, just for police, just saying, good morning, Professor. I prefer a little bit of a place to speak this very morning. I thank God that I have been the strength to come up this morning to talk to the whole world. He continues to sustain you all the days of your life and every other processors. I pray for Elohim to sustain every one of you. In Elohim, name I pray.
Yes, sir.
There's news I had how Kanu went to visit our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. And he went there and they called every IPOB that we are the same. That we are the same. And I don't think this message is just the Kanu. Before the Kanu, I think the Jews of Kanu said that we are concerned. The federal government are concerned. 1 million of them. He is concerned. He is more than concerned. It's a lunatic. These Jews of Kanu is a lunatic. I know for him to abuse the Nnamdi Kanu is concerned, and we are concerned. I remember when they finished when the people need the people who is fighting for the people. The people who are fighting Buhari, the police, the sentence. I know how much Mazi and Kanu fought for him. I know how much Nnamdi fought to hold the Kanu. Because this time, I think that the religious of Kanu will not do anything. What about it? Because Malaysia has stolen our money. And then the constitution anymore. I don't know what to catch. Now we came out because we had the cows. Because the people take work, they should those that are clearing their cows for them. That is why all these economies are able to call us to say we are unfair. The way we have no activities are fair. You know, and you see, I have no idea now because these economies were supposed to be doing like that up to this time. Because I feel given that you see that just let them. Apart from that, they will also again like this. We have we just before they just I mean dilute the law of the court how to discipline and because they are really. Now how do you get just complaining what complaining was saying and activists like it because it was giving a post. Now, Festus Kuyabo will be able to say, this person has no right to leave them and Kanu. It is in the court. Or this one and this one, Nnamdi Kanu has done it out as you, as those people that want to intercede for him, as they come to him out to I mean, to talk to those people that are killed. I did not kill anybody. As I feel we carry on, is there any people that has carried on or killing people or Nnamdi Kanu has only his microphone and the competence that the Lord.
We have to round. You got to round it up because
has now, because of the place they are given to him, is now backing his matters. Shame unto him. Shame unto Moses' head. Shame unto him, senior advocates. May all of you be shamed. May all of you be him. This is all of you with your sins against the Biafrans.
Thank you so much.
All of you that said Biafra is not come. All of you that are people serving to this struggle. May only him visit you people and they take you people down.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. All right, we'll finally come to the end of today's program. I've shut down all the phone lines. I can't take any more calls. I want to remind you that Mazi ALOZIE is next, and Biafra is our religion. Some people are getting crazy already, getting mad. And this is where we worship, Radio Biafra. If you go out there and listen to garbage and come in with it, because I'm not listening to anybody. I am here to actualize, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. This is Radio Biafra. From here, say goodbye. Talk to you again tomorrow, same time.
In Biafra lies our religion.
Who is the leader of the 100 Bank Life Entity? I am live and designed by DSS and given to some of you claiming you're fighting for Biafra, some of you being deceived by MI5, some of you idiots that have only power and glory and money making at heart. You are not freedom fighters and can never be. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Because as a freedom fighter, you are called to serve your people. You don't arrogate that very position to yourself. All of you using Biafra to be working for MI5, using Biafra to be working for the zoo, all of you will be disgraced comprehensively and totally. I'm telling you, and you will all die a very shameful and miserable death. All of you peddling this junk, that some of you are even so idiotic, one fool actually sent it to me. Is it true? Can't you go to Google and Google UK company's house
and go to IPOB and see those who are registered there or not, and see if the name of my wife is there or not. That is why Africa is backwards. People don't even do common research. Common research to go and find out if an allegation is true or false. Common is just to be peddling it because you're very lazy mentally and physically. That's why you're poor and wretched. That's why Africa is backwards, and that's what we are fighting very, very hard to reverse. They claim that Kanu changed the documentation so that when Biafrans will hear it all over, hey, Chimo, he changed it. Unanopa, have you heard it? I will no longer contribute. All they are trying to do is to stop the funding of ESN. That's what they're looking for. If you don't, let me tell you. They know that some of you are very stupid and hopeless. Once you listen to gossip, your brain will enter into overdrive. They know how to get you. Look at how Fulani Janjaweed are playing with your brain cells. So you will stop funding IPOB. The idiot that looks like somebody who hasn't been employed since graduation are saying, I have now given up. I'm no longer going to do this. I'm now going to work with a group that is working with the Nigerian government. Can you believe such rubbish? And Vanguard newspaper had the temerity to publish such junk. They are part and parcel of the problem in the zoo. The quality, or should I say lack of decent journalists in the zoo is part of the problem bedeviling that damnable zoological republic. No wonder white people see black people as natural liars and deceivers. The whole newspaper publishing not only falsehood from a group that doesn't exist, a group that do not exist, because they were formed by DSS, given to Vanguard newspaper to publish, and they've been given money to them. You give money to a journalist in Nigeria, they'll publish anything for you. But unfortunately for them, they never knew that I would respond to this, but I will. All they're trying to do is to stop the funding. I maintain that we are whiter than white and whiter than snow. That is why Elohim is with us. That is why anything we say comes to pass. Because God Almighty in heaven can see the hearts of men. Once you're honorable, anything you say will come to pass. That is how you know. By these signs you shall know them. When they say something and it comes to pass, you know that you are on the right path. What is it? There's only one thing that I've said that hasn't happened yet. Of course, it happened somehow last year where we won the full manifestation of it, which is the coming of Biafra, or the declaration of the Biafran Republic. Everything else I've said has come to pass. Hasn't it? Who have I caused that is not dead? I ask you. Apart from the hotelier, I told him that a vulture will eat his flesh. The hotel builder, you vultures with that. I'm saying it live on air so you understand me. The day it will happen, I will tell you I told you so. I will make reference to this very broadcast. Vulture will eat the hotelier's body. These idiots in their pipeline security with their BBC connivance, they think they can come and deceive us again. Of course, they are lying and they are joking. We are doing our freedom fighting in a very special way, not the way that black people normally do it, because you people don't have the liver or the stomach to fight. You're looking for your daily bread. Even when you have a car, you want a bigger car. That is not freedom fighting. Gossiping cannot give you freedom or make you become like us or make you as famous as we are or make you as relevant as we are or make our people to listen to you. They can never listen to you. It's impossible because our people are reasonable enough to understand those who are fighting for them in truth and in every honesty. People ask us our secret and we'll tell them it's only one thing. Biafrans only love one thing in their life, which is the truth. They themselves may not be perfect, but they want to hear the truth from you. Once you tell them the truth and they see that you're consistent, they will follow you. And that is what DSS, by creating this useless group, is trying to should I say, to frustrate. That's what they're trying to do. to make you to go off, to make you to begin to think otherwise, whereas the group doesn't exist. And the news they're peddling is falsehood, blatant falsehood. You have Google on your smartphone, on your iPad, or your go and Google it and see if my wife's name is on any company in the UK, unless they have registered it on the, and if they do, of course, they will take them to court in the UK. Let them try it now. They understand that very well. Look at how they're playing with your brains, all of you. Very, very sad indeed. So I am placing a warning to the publisher, not to the editor, to the publisher of Vanguard newspaper, that such journalism is responsible for what is happening in the zoo today. They too are complicit, not just Fulani Janjaweedism, but the quality of journalism in Nigeria is lamentable. Very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad indeed. Reacting to this in a statement, the coalition called on well-meaning Igbo sons and daughters to pull out of the group because they know that we are formidable. They know that IPOB is very strong. They will tell you this Igbo. They know that IPOB is everywhere. I've been holding meetings with every relevant stakeholder in the southern part of Biafra and in our coastal region. You see the effort they are making with their BBC to narrow our agitation, to make it Igbo. They know that we are everywhere. I keep holding meetings with important people, with youth groups right across the length and breadth of Biafra land, even into the so-called middle belt. They don't know this. They don't know that we are in control. They have no idea. They try to narrow it down to Igbo this, Igbo that. When that fails, they now come up with their lies. Nnamdi Kanu registered something with his wife, which is a lie. Can't you listening to this rubbish, can't you go into Google and Google something and find out? I told them that they will come with every trick in the book. And we are going to defeat all of them. Every trick in the book, they will come with it. We are going to defeat all of them. I'm telling you the truth. People are calling and we must go to them this morning because this was meant to be an interactive session. But I had to deal with the lies and the gossip and the, maybe they saw the pictures that was released of me. Some of them are even trying to look like me. Some of them are now keeping their beard, their lower beard. They try to maybe dye it a bit of white so it can look like my own. So they can look, people as ugly as Satan himself. They want to appear somehow decent. Because they have seen my photos on social media. They want to look, maybe they think if they look handsome, somehow people will start following them. If you're ugly both inside and out. I am 53 years old, but I'm sure I don't look it. Because Elohim can see that my heart is pure and genuine. Nobody loves their people more than I do. Nobody can love Biafrans, of course, apart from God in heaven. No human being can. Nor sacrifice what we have sacrificed to ensure that Biafra land is set free. Nobody can, they cannot do it. If you buy them one Cherokee Jeep 4x4, they capitulate, float one contract, come and guide the pipeline for me, they start falling over themselves. We are unbuyable, unbribable. I remember many years ago I told Biafrans in the US, you will fund this struggle if you like it or not, you will fund it. You people will pay for it. That is the reason why Elohim sent you to USA. Not to go and better yourselves and your families, but to fund this for this very time that we're in. And as at the time, they have now started to respond. And that is when DSS and some idiots working for the zoo, claiming they're fighting for Biafra, is now coming out to talk rubbish. Every Sabo will be defeated and disgraced. And finally, you'll be tried and you'll be hanged. There is no escaping from this very fact. It doesn't matter what you do. Even those that I don't talk to, those that I don't respond to, idiots everywhere talking rubbish. When we've even mentioned their names, they have seen ESN everywhere waxing very strong. They won't talk about it. They saw our sisters who were being raped. We've just released them. For them alone, we paid over 9 million. Nobody will talk about it. Nobody will come to IPOB and say, all this money you're spending to release people from Abuja, where are you getting it from? Nobody will ask that stupid question. Because they are idiots and they're fools. They abduct our people from Obibo, take them to Abuja, scattered them everywhere. We went to the army barracks to go and find them and to release them, take them to court and release them. We have spent over 26 million naira trying to free our people. 26 million. Tell me which other group of people has done that before. Both those who are not IPOB, we release everybody because all are Biafrans. You see why Chukwukika Biama love and bless us always? Because our heart is clean. As all those people released from detention, has any of them before been to an IPOB meeting? Most of them, no. They just set them on the streets and they took them. We released them. Paid a whole lot of money to release them. Money that belongs to IPOB family worldwide. Ask the hotelier. They give him money to run Biafra. He will be busy building hotels and hostels. That is why nobody takes him seriously. That is why nobody follows him anymore. That is why he's afraid. He thinks I will go after him. I'm not going to go after you. Elohim will kill you. You will die and vultures will eat your flesh. I can't go after you. You're irrelevant. Idiots, I don't even mention their names. They'll be yapping rubbish every blessed day, including the pig in the creek, talking rubbish every blessed day. You have eaten your money and built your schools in Cotonou. So why are you bothered about freedom? You don't know that those that gave you that money, they understand you very well. How many times did they come to me? They offered me Biafra of Igbo territory alone, Southeast, and I said no. Because there are Igbo people everywhere. We are all Igbo people, if you like it or not. At the end of this very day, of course, you come to the very realization that what I'm saying is correct. I said no, I want the whole of Biafra. They gave me all their money in the world, and I said no. Not once, not twice. I said no. They ran to my parents to go and bribe my parents, and my parents said no. All you poverty-stricken idiots that think that by going into freedom fighting somehow you make money, you are mistaken. You are grossly mistaken. You don't know what you're in for. Believe you me. We are the children of light. IYKE. We answer that name for a reason. The children of the Most High. That is who we are. And that is why we are here. Our lines are open now, please. You may call us. If you call us, we will, of course, take your call. And some of you, I may even extend you the courtesy of having to return your calls. Please, one at a time, I beg of you. Some have been calling and calling and calling. Once I accept you, because it is signal, you need to be accepted. Once I accept you, then you can then call. You can call, please. Once I accept you, you can then call. I have a caller on the line, please. Give us your name and where you're calling from, and then ask me a very difficult question, please. Even if it is rumor or gossip, ask and I will answer you live and direct so that the whole world can hear.
Morning, sir. On the by Your Excellency, I am Evangelist Susan Kunwotuke calling from Biafra land.
Thank you, guys.
Protect and keep you.
Yes, sir.
You will lead us to Biafra. Please, my simple question is about the fasting and prayer. Some people said it has started.
No, it hasn't.
So
it has not started yet.
Please.
When it starts, I will announce it live on air on this glorious platform that God Himself has made. I will announce it. We have not started.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I will be in Israel to announce it. And then we will start our fasting and prayers from there. Thank you very, very much. They wanted clarification. I don't know why our people sometimes do not pay attention. They do not listen. I don't understand the reason why. I have another caller on the line. This caller, can you hear me? Give us your name and where you're calling from, please. The caller on the line, can you hear me for the last time? Can you hear me? No. He is listening via his system. Perhaps he is joining us for the very first time and do not understand that once your call is taken, then you begin to speak. That was the reason why I had my secretary try to do not call again. If I accept your call and you do not speak immediately, then I will no longer take your call. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning, my leader from here. My name is Pastor Jack, and I'm calling from Lagos.
Thank you, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. I want to first of all appreciate you for your enormous work, and Chukwu will continue to keep you until you lead us into Biafra. So my question this morning is, sir, also the Fulani administration in Imo State is becoming, in fact, it's not only becoming, it has become a problem to us. They are profiling our people and abducting our people. Is that not anything we are going to do to actually tell this Janjaweed slave that Imo State is Biafra land and we cannot run away from him, rather he will run away from us? And secondly, I want our people to continue to support ESN to get them more equipped, because
we don't beg anybody to support ESN. If you don't support them, Fulani will take over your land. Why are you begging? I'm not begging anybody to support. Why should you beg anybody to support? Is this some kind of charity that we are? No, don't support ESN now, and Fulani will take over your village. As simple as that. It's not a question of begging, and why should you beg anybody to defend his father's compound? Don't beg anybody, please. Regarding the idiots, the Fulani imposed administrator of Imo State, that very fool, that original 419er, that same person that George Obiozo took to Fulani Janjaweed to make him the governor of Imo State from number 4 to number 1. Very soon he will know that Imo belongs to Biafra, not to him. He will understand that. No, he will understand it very clearly. Now they are abducting. Vanguard won't write about it. No Zoo newspaper. BBC cannot go to investigate. No, because they are working for new colonialists. They understand what Biafra portends for the freedom of black people, not just in Africa, but the whole world. They know it. And they are fighting tooth and nail to try to stop this unstoppable movement. Hope Uzodema will pay very dearly. I am telling them now, they will pretend they've not heard anything. Any day will respond. You see, every manner of idiot will rise up to speak. Now they are profiling and abducting people at all the entry points into Owerri. Nobody will say anything. That is the thing about black people, and that is why they are the lowest of the low in the whole world, because of their evil nature. When they see evil happening, they keep quiet. That was how slavery was sustained for centuries, until England, of all people, said no to it by abolishing slavery. In fact, even some black people were upset that slavery was abolished. We have the mentality of such people still with us till this very day. Hope Uzodema will pay very dearly. I'm saying it live. This Dan, do not call. Once we call you and you don't pick your call, that is the end of you. That is the end of you. You can no longer call. You can no. I said no WhatsApp call. It's only on Signal. No WhatsApp call, please. Only on Signal. You can only call on Signal. No WhatsApp call, only on Signal. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, sir. My name is Wisdom and I'm calling from Umuahia.
Wisdom from Umuahia, please go ahead. What is your question?
I just want to thank you for the good work you are doing and what you have been doing for us. May Chukwu Kikabiama bless you and continue to bless you.
You see?
What you went to do the time you went to Abuja to negotiate for.
To negotiate for what?
All right, you went to for restructuring so that the seaport will be opened in all this our coastal region. But our brothers, they don't understand this. They are deeply so. Even today, they increased the fuel, the price of fuel to 212 naira. We are really suffering in this country, and they don't know that we are suffering.
People don't know they are suffering because they prefer to live in denial and stupidity. Sometimes you stop blaming those in Abuja, you stop blaming the Fulani Janjaweed, and we start to blame ourselves. How did we get to this position? That is exactly the reason why I was admonishing Vanguard newspaper and all the journalists in the zoo. They are part and parcel of they do not enlighten and educate the people as to their rights and their privileges they should be enjoying as citizens of any country, anywhere in the world. They have failed very woefully, and that is why people are suffering. The same fuel that was at 86 naira, and the Fulani Janjaweed said Jonathan must go. It is 86 naira, it's too high. I will bring it down to 40 today. As you're saying, it is at 200 something, 212 or thereabout. And then people are walking about as if nothing is wrong. That is the brain of a black person. That's what we're seeking to correct. That is the reason why black people are the lowest of the low. They are poor. They see something and they fail to act upon it immediately. This type of nonsense cannot happen in any white man's country. It's not possible. It can never. People will come out and protest. But in the zoo, they cannot protest. When they come out, the time will join their end side. They said, oh, IPOB has come to hijack. And we said we will not participate in the second one. Look, the second one only lasted for 45 minutes. And they ran them up. Because they don't have the mental toughness needed to propel a mass revolution. Only IPOB can. And they know it. I say it without apologies to them. Only IPOB can effect a revolution. No other group of people can. It's impossible. I'm not boasting that you know it's true. Go and try and see. That is why they are making every effort to try to subdue what we are doing by lying to everybody. Barefaced lies. And Vanguard was busy publishing such junk. Unbelievable. This UG. This person called Dan. I am going to block you. I took your call a while ago and you idiotically did not answer. The person on the line, can you hear me please? Your name and where you are, if you may.
Good morning from here. I'm good afternoon from here. I'm calling from Malaysia. My name is Okafor Sadebe.
Okafor, go ahead. We are listening.
Yeah,
what's your question?
Yes, my leader. I want to ask you one simple question. When are we start the killing of all these wicked politicians in Igbo lands? When are we start of killing them? Because once we chase them out, to get Biafra will be very easy for us. Them and their family members.
I think that a time and place will be appointed by Elohim, the God Almighty. It is not left to us. I think God is going to judge them. It is not up to me to judge, because I think the good book said you should not judge anyone that you may not be judged. I am not going to judge any of them. The same thing with terrorists. All we need to do is to present them before God, and then God will judge them. And very soon that is going to happen. God is going to judge them very soon, not us. Our job, as Putin said, is to make sure that we send them into the presence of God. All of them. They have been killing us. They are abducting us. All of them are now pretending, including BBC Igbo, all the Efulefus, all the gangs of criminals. They are pretending they cannot see what HAUSA-SERVICE is doing. Everybody is pretending, or what IYKE did in Obi. They are all pretending. Do you think I'm going to forgive and forget? You must be insane. I can never forgive nor forget. Instead, we all sink. Let them keep abducting. You can see DSS abducting everywhere. The day now we rise up against DSS, people will not start the story from the beginning. They cut it from the middle. Now DSS is everywhere abducting. British government, they have kept quiet. Daily Trust, they cannot report it. Everybody is quiet. Now they are going, a man and the wife was abducted in Calabar. The wife went to work in their shop yesterday. She was taken from them. Everybody is quiet. DSS abducting innocent. They cannot abduct bandits. They cannot abduct Boko Haram. They cannot abduct all those sponsoring bandits and Boko Haram in the north of the zoo. It's only in our land that you see DSA director, a Fulani man, one idiot called Haruna in Imo State, abducting people, and all of you are now keeping quiet. Any day we respond now, you see all the idiots, they will rise up. And we are going to respond very soon. Useless zoological republic. You people have not seen madness. You are going to see what is greater, or should I say worse than madness. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from, if you may.
I am Mazi Moses Teledo. I'm calling from India.
From India, please go ahead. We're listening. The world is listening, of course. Go ahead.
Yes, Mazi, I want to just make a suggestion. This suggestion is all about our brother and our uncle, Agro-Neurosi, who died as a child of circumstances. Because I am aware that he is not involved in the coup, and this is a man who served, who commanded the United Nations Army for good 4 years. The coup plotters did not involve him. The Janjaweed, they planned and they killed him. So I want him to be immortalized. It's my suggestion in the land of Biafra. And secondly, the war museum that is in Omahia is tagged Nigerian National War Museum. That is Biafra National War Museum, where Ojukwu, everything about Biafra was, stationed. So I want all those places, I want Biafrans to take over that place. Secondly, we are earnestly expecting you in India. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you. God will continue to protect you. No evil plan of the enemy will come close to you until Biafra is restored.
And beyond, he said, thank you very much for that. On the first one about my great uncle, Agironsi, the only battlefield decorated general in the history of Nigeria. He is the only battlefield decorated general. The only man that earned his stripes, his rank in the battlefield. The rest are all quota, including Buratai that just left. They specialize in killing civilians. Ironsi went outside Nigeria to go and fight in the Congo. Commanded the UN there admirably, and he was made a general. Not all these paper general. That is one thing they don't like about us. That is one thing. I mean, in Britain, there are good people, but always the evil ones overshadow the good people. As I said, in the main, English people are very, very tolerant, very wonderful people, unbiased. But there are pockets of evil amongst them. Ironsi was decorated in the battlefield of Congo, where he fought. Tell me any Fulani Janjaweed that fought outside Nigeria before. None. It is only by killing civilians. Or during the war, when our hands were tied behind our back, food blockade, air, land, and sea blockade by Britain and Russia. They planned and connived and gave them Egyptian pilots, flying MiG aircraft belonging to Russia. Despite the fact that Nigeria was under arms embargo, they gave weapons to go on to come and fight and kill us. But our uncle made a very big mistake. He's from my clan, from my mother's village. A great man, no doubt, and we shall do the best we can, but he made a very big mistake. He's my uncle, but I will say it. That Victoria is my aunt, the wife. John, we went to the same school together. He was my senior at Government College Omaya. We're very close. The families are very close. The Ironsi family and the Kanu family have been very close for very many years. I love them very dearly, and I'm sure they do towards me. But my uncle made a very big mistake. The mistake he made was to promulgate a decree uniting Nigeria. He should have listened to Nzogwu, what Nzogwu had to say. And I think in 2 days' time, not tomorrow, I think on Sunday night, I will do a program specifically to address the issue of Fulani Janjaweedism, and there I will mention my great uncle, Agironsi, a great man indeed. And we shall see what we can do to immortalize him. He'll be remembered. The only general you have in Nigeria, the only general, as a general, you have to earn your stripes. Those stars you have to earn them. Not in the office by writing petition and writing quota. It's our turn. They make you a general. That is why you've seen them fighting their so-called bandits. They cannot defeat them. Quota generals, that's who they are. Only Agironsi, the only Niger. I think to an extent, what's this man's name? The one that he thought was Brigadier Ogundikwe. He wasn't a general. Only Agironsi. And that is why thank you very much for this very brilliant question anyway. That is the only man in the history of the Zoo military that went outside, fought a war and won, and came back as a general. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are. Can you hear me? He cannot hear me. He cannot hear me. He cannot hear me. He has left. He has left. I'm sure that many more people are on the line trying the best they can to try and get in. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are, if you may.
Yes, my leader. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Vincent Okechukwu. I am calling from Casablanca, Morocco.
Casablanca in Morocco. Please go ahead. The world is listening.
Yes, my leader, you know, history have it that when Jewish state want to restore their state, the unknown gunman kill all those who do not support in Jewish state. This is high time. I just want to make a contribution. This is high time we kill every garden shit that is not supporting ESN and IPOB in Biafra land, especially the eastern governors and all those people, including Joey Bokwe and everybody. Those people that are talking rubbish against ESN and IPOB must go down. We have to send them to God for judgment. That's what I want to contribute, my leader.
Thank you. I am not going to kill anybody, please. I want to make this very, very clear. I am not going to kill anybody, but my job is to ensure that we present them before God for judgment. I'm not going to judge anybody. I'm not going to execute anybody. It is for God to do all of that, not me. Thank you very much. Of course, I can understand your anger. My dear brother, I can understand your anger. We share the same anger. Look at the way the Fulanis are fighting to take over our land. And we are struggling to defend our land. And some of our people are supporting the Fulani to take over our land. Hey, very sad indeed. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Your name and where you are, please, if you may.
Good morning. This is Daniel. I'm calling from Belgium.
From Belgium. Thank you very much. The world is listening. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Onyendu, I want to thank you for all you have said this morning and for your analysis. I have been a member of this IPOB since 2013. I'm still a member. Actually, I know all what you have explained about the thing they said about...
You are very far from your microphone. Take it off speakerphone, please. Speak into your phone direct so it can come out here very well.
Sir.
Go ahead.
I said, actually, I have heard all what you have said this morning, and we know who those people who are battling those lies, and we tell them that if anything happens to you, they are going to see how we are. We know their leader, and they said that their main effort is to bring IPOB down, and I have already told them that it's going to take them another 200 or more millions years for them to bring IPOB down. That we are very strong, and we are strong behind you. Whatever you want to do it. I don't have a daughter to give you or anything, but if your wife will allow, maybe you come and take my own also and join to your own. So do whatever you want to do. Thank you, sir.
I will not take your wife to join to my own. No. I have a very beautiful wife. I'm not going to take yours, please. Elohim gave yours. Chico Gabama gave you your wife. And she is going to, I don't want to use the word serve before the feminists will come after me. Two of you are going to have a very fruitful and enjoyable life together. They understand. Do you think the zoo is foolish? They see me when I travel. Do you think they don't see me when I travel and cross international borders? Of course they know, because it's part of the information sharing protocol. Anytime I cross any border, they all know. But they also understand that should anything happen to me, all their children will be beheaded in the afternoon, 12 noon, everywhere they are in the world, the same day. The same hour, the same minute, all over the world. They know how crazy we are. Do you think they don't know? They know how crazy we are. And they won't try that rubbish. And they know it very well that they cannot try it. And they know that hell is coming. Hey, oh come on, Abia, hell is coming to the zoo. If you have not gotten your Somali visa, please go and apply for it, because you will need it. I assure you, you are going to need it. We are live and we are direct. Those claiming they'll bring down, do you know what is IPOB? Bring a movement of this magnitude down. Who is the bagger? You can try. Others have tried, they have failed, and they will continue to fail. The caller on the line, I have you live, and the whole world is listening. Give us your name and where you are.
Good morning, Oyendo.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. My name is Ifeanyi Onyejika. I'm calling from Ghana.
From Ghana. Thank you very much. Please go ahead. We are listening.
Sir, I'm happy to get you this morning. Sir, my question is that... Sir,
what is your question?
My question this morning is... about this COVID-19 that Zoom want to give our people.
Yes.
What is your advice to our people back home? Because I don't trust Nigerians to give our people the COVID-19 vaccine. So what are you going to say about this, sir? Thank you, sir.
It's a very good question. What I have to say is that I leave that to the judgment of our people, but I'm not going to take it myself. I will not take it myself. When it comes to matters of personal health and people's life, how they lead it, it is not for us to tell them what to do. I will not take it. As somebody quite rightly asked, how come during the palliative time at the height of COVID-19 lockdown, you couldn't give people the palliative that they need? Now you're giving them vaccine. It doesn't make sense to me. Makes no sense. So I'm advising them. I'm not going to take it myself, but people can advise themselves on what to do. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Chinedu, Mas Chinedu. I'm calling from Cambodia.
From
South
Cambodia. We are everywhere. That is what drives our enemies mad, that IPOB is everywhere, all over the world. Unbelievable. Please go ahead. We are listening. In Cambodia, or from Cambodia, I should say.
Mazi, I want to thank you for your efforts, what you have been doing for us. May God bless you.
You say, and bless you too.
Mazi, my question, I just want to ask you a question so that you can ask the zoo. My question is the question that I have for the zoo. I want you to ask the zoo people, because they don't learn. Ask them where their first lady when their president took his own vaccination. Because I saw other presidents taking their vaccination with their first lady beside them. So I don't know where went the woman. Or does it mean that the Osubanjo is the new wife? I don't know. As they presented. So ask them that question. And let them answer you. So that is not one question. The truth is that the zoo they lack knowledge. Because why they say that they lack knowledge is that the money they are spending in bribing the world leaders and the world media are enough for them to take care of the agitation that we are clamoring for.
Yes.
Because if they have using all those money to fix our roads, our railway, our seaport, and all those things, I don't think that would be need for Biafra. But they lack knowledge. They are still spending money. They are still giving them money. They should have said that they have failed. Their money will finish, and yet they will not achieve anything. So what is happening now is that, in our Igbo language, they say that when two people finish fighting, you will be hearing. Yes.
Touch me, let me touch you. So touch me, let me touch you.
Touch me, let me touch you.
Because both of them are tired.
Happening now.
Yes.
So all these things you see them doing is just touch me, let me touch you. They have failed. They know that they have failed woefully. So now what I know that our able God, Abiyama, will disgrace them. All these our Igbo leaders and all those governors that have been, they know they have failed. They cannot do anything. So my prayer for them is that they will reap what they sow. God will reward them. So we don't need to kill them. We don't need to hunt them. God will hunt them. God will judge them just like you have
God
said.
will judge them, not me. I won't judge them. We present them before God, and God will pass judgment on them.
So that's my contribution, my leader. May God bless you.
And you too. Thank you very much. And I want to ask all the zoo people listening, all the zoo animals that are listening this morning, from wherever they may be, where is your so-called first lady? Where is she? People who cannot reason nor think properly. Nigerians, where is your so-called first lady? Where is she? Have you seen, I tweeted last night, somebody kindly compiled, and I think that's what we need to do for the coming week. People should go and compile 16 pictures of the different Buharis that they have given to them to say is their president. So I tweeted it yesterday, and I asked a question. So is number 8 on that picture? If you go to my Twitter handle, you will see that I tweeted 16 photographs of the person they claim is Buhari. And I asked them, is number 8 also Buhari? I don't know why, anyway, I don't want to go mad trying to understand how idiotic black people are sometimes. But where is Aisha anyway? She's nowhere to be found. She's in Dubai having fun. Dubai built by other people, built by Arabs. People that suffer, people that love their country, they built Dubai. UAE made it great. All you can do as a useless nigger is to run there and go and be enjoying without shame. That's where Aisha is. Is Dubai now the new Nigeria? Of course, who knows, it may be. After all, Kempinski Hotel in Dubai is owned by Atiku. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
I'm calling from Sapele, Delta State.
From Sapele? Sapele is in Biafra land. Please go ahead. We're listening.
My question that I want to ask is that there are some issues in Ondo State. When Biafra comes, will they join?
Yes, we are going to hold a referendum across the board. Everybody who identifies as a Biafran, anywhere the women tie two-piece wrapper, we are going to conduct a referendum and they decide where they wish to belong. We are not going to coerce nor force anybody to join us. Our people in Ondo, we don't recognize all those stupid boundaries. I don't recognize the boundaries drawn by Britain, given to me, calling it Nigeria. In the same vein that I do not believe nor subscribe to the boundaries drawn up by Fulani Janjaweed via their Boundary Adjustment Commission, carving our people into different states. Ondo is a Yoruba state and I want it to remain so. But there are my Ijob brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers who are in Ondo and they shouldn't be there. The same way that there are some of our people who are in Kogi and also in Benue. They are coming with us. We're not going to leave anyone behind. I cannot be championing and campaigning for Igbo people in Benue to be part of Biafra, and then I will leave Ijob people in Ondo to be part of Oduduwa. It's not going to happen. We'll negotiate, we'll discuss with our Oduduwa brothers and sisters, our brethren from that part of the world, and say to them, these are our people. Let's go and ask them where they wish to belong. As simple as that. Listen, our quest for Biafra is a democratic type of Biafra where the people will have to willingly agree to join Biafra or not to join Biafra. So we go to Ondo and we ask them, do you want to be part of Biafra or not? Then they say yes or no. If they, of course, they will say yes. And they will come back home where they belong. That is what the Fulanis did. And there is a program I'm going to do. Anybody, if you go and buy data, go and do whatever you can. Go and buy battery for your radio and listen to the broadcast I'm going to make on Sunday by the grace of the Most High. People will be shocked that Muslims are even a minority in Nigeria. Muslims are a minority in Nigeria. The majority of people living in the north are not Fulani or Hausa either. I'm going to shock with revelation, facts and figures. From British census many years ago, we allow Fulani people to be drawing boundary for us, telling us who should be our brother and who shouldn't be, who should be our neighbor or who shouldn't be. That's something they did. They came to Imo State, they cut on Haji Ebema into two. Half is now Niger Delta, in Rivers. The other half is in Igbo. All that nonsense must come to an end. They are coming with us. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. All at once your mother ties to. They ask me, where is the boundary? As I told you, my mother, where is the boundary of Biafra? How many piece wrapper does your mother tie? As simple as that. We are the only people that tie two-piece wrapper all over the whole world. Wherever you see our women, they are unique, you will know. If we are not related by blood, why would they be tying two-piece wrapper all the way from Igodomigoro to Bakassi? The caller on the line, can you hear me? I have a caller on the line. Can you hear me?
Hello?
No, he is wasting too much time. You know, if you're calling us, you need to be agile. Don't behave like a zoo person. Here we are agile because we are Biafrans. Be agile. Once we pick your call, you start speaking immediately. If you do not speak, your call will be terminated. That is who we are and that is the way we roll. If you do not understand that, then there is a very big problem. We are live and direct this morning and the whole world is listening. Too many calls are coming in and of course jamming the line as always. We even prefer it that way. The caller on the line, can you hear me please? And you speak immediately your name and where you are, if you may. The caller on the line is reconnecting. They say it's reconnecting. I don't know. It is not from this end. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, please. Your name and where you are, please. Can you hear me? No. They have wasted time. I don't believe that these are Biafrans, to be honest with you, because we don't. Once I pick your call, you start speaking immediately. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hey, Mazi, good morning.
Good morning to you, my dear sister or mother, depending on your age. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Mada Ihechuku. I am calling from Caribbean.
Which part of the Caribbean? Are you in Jamaica? Are you in Barbados?
I am calling from St. Lucia.
From St. Lucia, thank you very much. Wada, we are listening. So in which case you're my sister. Please go ahead, we are listening. What do you have to say?
Yes. Okay, my question, what I'm saying is that the problem we have with our Igbo governors is not only Opus or them. Okay, all of them, they are all doing the same thing. All of them are doing the same thing to us. So what we are doing, we asking God to judge all of them, not only Opus or them. If you understand what I'm saying.
Of course I do. They are all in it together. They are all in it together. You are calling from St. Lucia. Do we have of course we have IPOB family in St. Lucia, is that correct?
We have IPOB in Jamaica.
In Jamaica?
And Trinidad, we are all together.
All together. We have presence in Jamaica. How about, you're calling from St. Lucia, is that correct?
Yes, remember it's an island, so we are not many here. So, but all the
it doesn't matter how many you are. All of you must have an IPOB family in St. Lucia. Even if it is yourself, your husband, your boyfriend, whoever, your child, you must start IPOB family in St. Lucia. And I want it to be independent of the rest of them. I know we have significant presence in the whole of the Caribbean, but I want a family in St. Lucia. And thank you very much for calling.
Much. I'm not married. I'm a nun. So we are the sisters.
You're a sister. Your people are the people praying for us 24 hours a day. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes. And we are following everything. We're following everything.
Thank you very much, my dear sister. Because it is what people don't understand is this. In every country doing well around the world, there are those praying 24 hours a day for them. Their job is just to pray. Nothing more, nothing less. That is what I want people to understand. So all our sisters, all our nuns praying for us. May Chukwukabiyama bless each and every one of you. And your prayers are working. I want you to understand that your prayers are working. All our sisters, those in the USA, those in Brazil, and now some of you in the Caribbean. I'm not sure I've spoken to any nun before, any sister from the Caribbean, but I've spoken to those of them from Brazil.
Yes, I've been calling you before.
You've been calling me before? Thank you very much for that. I can recall those in Brazil and those in the USA. And I thank you very much for calling and continue to pray for us. Continue to pray for the restoration of Biafra. And may Elohim guide, protect and keep you now and always. He said, thank you very, very much. Our sister, a reverend sister who is praying for us. There are many of them all over the place, scattered all over the world, praying every blessed day. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are.
Yeah, Mazi, good morning.
Good morning to you,
Mazi, good morning. I'm Nicholas Wanunko from Germany.
From Germany. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my question is, does it mean that our president, because I don't want to call him Buhari because he's not Buhari, does it mean that we now selected somebody that is deaf and dumb as a president who cannot speak to the country, to the people that is leading?
Yes, because there is no president there, as you said. There is nobody there. What you have, if you look at the drift, both in terms of policy and in terms of implementation of those policies, you will see that there are many people who are in charge in Asarok, of which the coordinator is Ibrahim Gambari. There is no president in Nigeria, everybody knows that. That is why he cannot speak. That is why he doesn't address, he can no longer have any chat with the press. That is why Nigeria is adrift. That is why you have so much insecurity, because nobody is in charge. What they have done is to try to use the vacuum created by the death of Buhari to try to advance an unbridled Fulani Janjaweed agenda of conquest and subjugation, which we are the first people to mount any credible resistance. From the beginning, only IPOB resisted them. And we are resisting them until tomorrow. We will continue to resist them until tomorrow morning. What I'm trying to say to you, in fact, is there is no Buhari. I have staked everything on it. I have staked. That idiot they call Tijani, saying they're working for AFP. Very soon we shall meet him in court. Because I want to prove to the world that Buhari is dead. Buhari is dead, long time ago, dead and buried. And they're deceiving everybody. The reason why the Nigerian media don't want to talk about it is because they are hoping that Tinubu will go in. That's all. So they'll start enjoying again. Please go ahead.
Yeah, because I could remember that first time he went to London for treatment. He spent 3 months. Somebody that was coming out of the flight, Breeze was even carrying him. They were supporting him. And all of a sudden, we have a Buhari that have never even fallen sick again.
That tells you.
You produce your rank. You produce them for the world to see how rich you are, how intelligent you are. You cannot take no for an answer until you have achieved your aim. And your aim is to destroy. Your aim is to show that you are qualified, and you use the name of our leader. We cannot work towards unity. It is only divisive tactics. This is for we. I'm going to cut it short, but listen to the beginning.
PM gwam not again on a phone concerning issue brief on everything. Animal all of that. I'm sorry for that. Concerning issue nowhere in Lagos, a place called Abulado. Anakubosi Nnamdi Bodia. Akutusi Unoha. I make a few calls. Kamari Uno Dona FHA. Never Uno Dona Epasi Hello Nodia. The Nundi Bojago Kosiana, Nana, Anego, and Okuno, what do you So the only thing about what I mean here now, Bono, Kapoba, also rock, maybe contact, I will make a stop her. The neighbor say one of these things, you go many times warning concerning all this issue. Kwachandi Bobai, the Eguana Banaketa. Problem on the Igbo when how will ego meluchi, any nebuego. I had her political in life. Aburo had her political in life, and we have Haji as well. I have confused people on they had a political in life. Average only Bobuna believe in ego with everything, ego with everything. So try by Nehemiah. Here, Boni was a one nigga no easy. See, an agent to a stop 1 year. You could try or wagon up one as or send in Agori. You talk or make investment in a bay tomorrow to make a sort of big money. They went and be doing the things they want. Then, when the problem comes, Pokasabana phone can able an angel haka. Achi could you not need a deba, Sikuria. Because Undu stupid. Very, very stupid. Jidofo as a one, always on only Maka consigning some of set up all these tribunals set let me tell you, all this Lagos na invest in the Igbo na alopia. Eba in sometimes Jena map allocation jụọ onwe gị kedu ebe area in kedu ihe debe ya for. A place called Amodofe ndị Igbo Gorigo is an industrial area. Aya anu uno niile ahụ unu nwe na mo. In the year 2040, in the year 2035, the reason for federal government is rail concerning Han and Niger, because major of these people are Nigerians today migrating from Niger. They may see everything before the year 2035. Oh yeah, follow. Every politician knows about that. Oh yeah, Ethiopia. Major thing in Nigeria income Ethiopia. Uno ni na unu na alone allocation ebendu Yoruba uno yedo tu aya there we be 6 mbonyo obuna ya zoba onwe. If possible the year 2040 Nigeria cannot be one again. Then obuna ha ya abu one no restructuring state obuna ya webta law so ha uno ni na unu lolo na allocation ebe constitution ukuru na state na ebe ab industrial area ike lose here. When you hear about it, and the one caught here at the world, where we get people because now location could never have industrial area. Hamo Mabun get develop Behanine because Hama no lost the tribe tribe Ninemwe. Onya Usage Bulu Efi Ofuala Hajine way 5,000 Biana Lagos, let's see a Bukolegi na Jena Behajadebia. So business need na happen na Igbo ndu Yoruba for ya na onye Yoruba ya eje lo no na Igbo or mepe any business. Dangote cement the most to ebe kacha Lafia bụ na Eastern region na the whole Nigeria after Lagos. Eastern region but no onwe ofumburu warehouse nke o ji enwe depot any investment. The most richest man recorded in Africa. And we go from Buriana East. Obuno Yibo ka Dangote, each state obuno ogalo ya haka ufunneku ahia. Ufu biggest depot. Awere etu ya afa. Ndonsusu. Awere etu ya nneku afa. Because we not all political in life. What do you know? You understand? He watched Dangote na afugo problem ane when Nigeria. We don't need to put investment and I invest in other African countries. Now happen at as a few in Nigeria. In case Nigeria crash, you can only survive. Who know how political in life? You got to go. So now, colony they receive. What do you mean, Magia? I just see no nina odona bolado. Say Kurisia Hanja. Uno bụ agbụrụ na-ezuzu ezuzu. Unu nwere ana Igbo ya eme investment. Kedu ihe ma eji akwụrụ ndị Nnewi pụrụ afịa a na-azụ n'akụ niile dị na Nigeria bunati ya na be ha mee ya ọbụla afịa obodo niile bịa ebe azụ bịa. Unu chọọ ka bụ unu dịka Lagos, unu bịa Lagos, unu akpa ego na ana be ha. Buru ego ahụ unu bata na anapụ unu. Ọka obodo ma ihe si eme ihe. Na-develop government na-achị opportunity this young man na-akpọ Soludo take over the power. The man na-akpọ ya Soludo, but I call him solution because ama m ihe ọ ya eme.
Do you get what he say? And then tie it to my statement, our foolishness, tearing down ourselves. That's all we're good for. You want to be somebody. You can't be somebody unless somebody recognizes you. You cannot force yourself on people. Respect others, and then you will be respected. Listen to people. When you ignore people, when you disregard people's instructions, when you disregard people's law and order, this is bound to be the result you will get. Before they come, you saw what the custom did. The Nigerian customs, they raised the fee, importation fee, clearing fee. Why? Because Biafrans are the ones doing the importation. They raise the fee. And then they come inland, to confiscate your goods. In the north, they drive the armored jeep, they drive it, but the ones that, the one that one Biafran imported, they impounded it and said it was an armored car. Like he was going to go to war with it. Do you get it? Do you get it? They will liquidate all of us to death. They will strangle us and asphyxiate us, and we will not survive. Instead of us learning, gelling together to find a way, you come and rant and talk rubbish. Nonsense. Where will it lead you? Where is it leading us? Where is it leaving us? This is supposed to be a broadcast. And at the same time, when things go wrong, we mention it. We are not making our leader proud. He wants a few men, 100 men. That's it. And it's become difficult to get. Then what people are coming. We are joining them, and after that I'll open the phone line. We need to arrest ourselves. We need to arrest ourselves. You know what that means. You know what that means. Caution yourself. You will not win. You will not win. We will win. I will not win. We will win. If you understand what I'm saying. And we'll be switching over to the people. So I'm waiting for them to link up. Mazi, go ahead. We are ready for you. So that's what it is. You're the hunted. and you're giving your hunter all the bullets, all the weapons he needs. And who is to blame? Blame yourself. Blame yourself. If you don't have self-control, if you lack self-discipline, don't come to public forum. Don't come to public limelight. Because you will lose respect very, very fast. Very, very fast. People should form a group, advise others. This is how it's done. What baffles me is how those that are oppressing us can get together and put up a policy and implement that policy. But we cannot. We cannot. You see all the upheavals we're experiencing. How do we overcome those? How do we overcome them? It's beyond me. Welcome and go ahead. Good morning.